Today, I want to discuss the 6 traits that define a classically masculine man. Because I know you don't resonate with the modern view of masculinity, and neither do I. These days, it's all about showing off your muscles, money, and status. Sometimes I wish I had been born in a different time, but I'm thankful you're one of the few who still seek class and real masculinity. So let's get started. Number 1. Composure. The first trait of classic masculinity is composure. And if you take only one thing from this entire video, let it be this. A man who can't control his emotions will always be controlled by them. You've probably had moments where you reacted too quickly. Maybe someone insulted you and you snapped back. Maybe something small went wrong and your whole mood shifted. We've all been there. But here's what separates a classically masculine man from the rest. He doesn't let emotion take the wheel. When you stay composed under pressure, people start to see you differently. They begin to trust you. They start to feel safe around you. Not because you're soft, but because you're stable. Composure doesn't mean pretending not to feel. It means giving yourself just enough space to choose your response, instead of handing that choice over to your emotions. And I promise you, when you start doing this, your presence changes. You stop rushing your words. You stop fidgeting. You start moving slower, speaking calmer, and thinking clearer. The next time something frustrates you, don't react. Pause. Take a single breath. That 1 second of control is the foundation of composure. And that's the first mark of classic masculinity. Number 2. Decisiveness. You've met men who hesitate at every fork in the road. They think, they overthink, and in the end, they do nothing. But you can't live like that if you want to be strong. You can't build confidence in hesitation. A decisive man isn't reckless. He's just willing to trust his own judgment. You need to realize something. Clarity doesn't come before the decision. It comes after it. You grow sharper every time you choose and commit. That's how you build direction in your life, not by waiting for certainty, but by creating it through action. When you're decisive, you send a signal to everyone around you. This man knows what he wants. And even when you make mistakes, because you will, you'll handle them with composure, not panic. Because decisive men don't fear being wrong. They fear being stagnant. So stop waiting for the perfect answer. Stop saying, "I'll think about it." Start making small, confident decisions every day. What to wear, what to prioritize, when to act. Every small act of decisiveness sharpens your instinct, strengthens your presence, and tells the world you are a man who moves forward. Number 3. Purpose. The third trait, and maybe the most important, is purpose. You can have composure and decisiveness, but without direction, you'll still feel lost. You might look successful on the surface, but deep down, you'll feel like you're drifting. A man without purpose is like a ship without a rudder. He can sail beautifully, but he'll never reach a destination. And that's why you need to find your why. Because when you have purpose, every part of your life aligns around it. You wake up with energy. You face challenges with grit. You stop wasting time on things that don't move you forward. Your purpose doesn't need to be grand. It just needs to be real. Something that gives your life structure and meaning. Maybe it's building a craft, creating stability for your family, or becoming the kind of man others can rely on. Whatever it is, your purpose has to anchor you. And here's the truth. You're not going to find it by waiting. Purpose isn't discovered by thinking. It's discovered by doing. So ask yourself, what would make you proud to build? What's the one thing you could dedicate yourself to, even when no one's watching? Start there. That's how you develop the purpose that shapes your masculine energy into something meaningful. Number 4. Elegance. Now, when you hear that word, you might think of fancy suits or polished manners. But elegance isn't about appearance. It's about intention. It's about the way you carry yourself, the calm precision behind your movements, the respect behind your words. You see, most people today rush. They speak fast, they move fast, they react fast. But the man who's elegant slows everything down. He walks deliberately, he speaks with clarity, and he takes care of the small things others overlook. That's not vanity, that's self-respect. When you fix your posture, when you keep your space organized, when you speak with intention, you send a quiet message. You hold yourself to a higher standard. And people notice. They might not say it out loud, but they feel it. They feel your composure, your calmness, your dignity. That's what elegance really is. The art of presenting yourself like a man who respects himself. So, pay attention to details, speak clearly, move with control, treat people with grace, not because you're trying to impress them, but because that's who you are. When you do that, you start to embody the kind of masculine energy that never goes out of style. Number 5. Confidence. Not the loud, performative confidence that tries to prove something, but the kind that's built from within. True confidence is silent. It's in the way you look at someone directly without flinching, the way you enter a room without trying to dominate it, the way you speak without needing to raise your voice. You see, most men think confidence is about being the loudest person in the room. It's not. It's about being the calmest, because calmness only comes when you trust yourself. And how do you build that trust? You do the things you said you'd do. You keep your word, even when it's hard. You train, you learn, you improve, and you earn your own respect. The moment you start keeping promises to yourself, something shifts inside of you. You stop overcompensating. You stop comparing. You begin to move through life with quiet assurance, knowing that whatever comes your way, you'll handle it. Confidence isn't built on arrogance. It's built on competence and on proof. Every time you overcome a challenge, every time you grow through discomfort, you add another layer of calm strength. And that's what people feel when they meet a confident man. It's not noise, it's presence. Number 6. Restraint. The 6th and final trait of classic masculinity is restraint. If composure is about mastering your emotions, restraint is about mastering your impulses. It's the discipline to hold back when it's easy to overreact, to stay silent when it's tempting to speak, and to wait when impatience would ruin everything. You might think restraint makes you passive. It doesn't. It makes you powerful. Because power is not the ability to do whatever you want. It's the ability to choose when and how to act. Most people today have lost this skill. They overshare, overreact, and overexplain. They fill silence with noise because they can't handle stillness. But the man who practices restraint, he controls the pace of the room. His silence makes people lean in. His patience makes others follow his rhythm. That's the kind of control you want. The kind that doesn't demand attention, but earns it naturally. So practice restraint daily. Don't respond to every message immediately. Don't reveal everything you think. Let silence do some of the talking for you. The less you try to prove, the more powerful you become. Because restraint isn't weakness, it's command. And when you master it, you'll start to feel something shift inside you. A sense of groundedness, of deep inner control that no one can take away. Gentlemen, I hope that after watching this video, you're glad to have found a place that still values and embraces classic masculinity. And now I want to hear from you. Which famous actor or person, in your opinion, truly embodies classic masculinity? Let us know in the comments below.